Hi, it's Kerry Lee Smith. I'm back with the last section of the Infinite 8. The Infinite 8 is how you can create unstoppable, deep, thriving relationships that last over the long term. I want to be able to help our culture stop with throwing in the towel over stupid little things. I'm done with divorce. I think it's so important to be a thriving relationships, commit to each other over the long term. And because of this commitment, I've created this framework for you to be able to help your relationships thrive even deeper. So the first week we talked about stability and spontaneity. Then we talked about feeling special and love. And then creativity and personal growth. And I know you're personally growing because you're the one watching this video. So I want to congratulate you. What I want to do is move on to the last 7. But before I do, I just want to let you know that for you to be able to create a thriving relationship, you have to be willing to do your part. In a lot of relationships, we hold resentment and guilt and frustration towards our partner because we feel as though they aren't doing enough. For you to say that is really showing that you're actually not doing enough either. You have to be willing to put in 150% into your relationship. And what people always ask me, how do you give more than 100? And the reason why is because if you both are giving 150%, when one person falls down and needs a little pick-me-up, the other person's muscles are strong enough to push the extra 50% that is needed, because you both must be pushing as hard as you can to give 150%. There's no one out there saying a relationship is easy. Relationships take work, they take effort, and they take need of clarity. And this is your framework to help you create some clarity. So let's jump into number 7. Number 7 is just giving beyond yourself. Giving for the sake of giving. How about let's go back to that? Give because you choose to give, not because you want something in return. You're giving for the sake of giving. Let me give you an example. Let's just say your spouse comes home and you make dinner and you don't expect anything in return. You don't expect them to clean the dishes. You don't expect them now to do the laundry. You make dinner because you unconditionally love to be able to serve dinner. Don't do something for an expectation in return. If you do something for an expectation in return, you are doomed to have resentment. And resentment is poison in a relationship. So step back, be careful, watch yourself. Give beyond yourself. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate yourself. Are you giving on a 0 to 4, 4 to 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10? Now, I say 7, 8, 9, or 10 like that. 7 is a little bit wishy-washy. 7, you got to jump over to the 8, 9, or 10. So be sure, are you giving beyond yourself? As a couple, are you giving together beyond yourself? Are you giving to the community? Are you sharing your love to be able to express your guys' self in your community at large? Be sure that you're taking yourself out of self and giving beyond it. Number 8 is, are you spiritually growing? Now, this is a personal choice. I put this on here because for me, it's one of the most important things on this chart for me to grow a healthy relationship. Why? Because inner peace, to me, is gold in a relationship. Inner peace creates non-reactivity. So maybe someone comes home in our family who's had a tough day. If I'm on edge too and I don't have inner peace, I react, I snap, and that's no good for anyone. So what is spiritual growth to me is meditation. I've created a program called Kickstart Your Meditation Practice. It's a basic meditation practice. There's 12 5-minute guided meditations. You can check it out if you want. It's called kickstartyourmeditation.com. But here, growing spiritually together. Are you together building a spiritual practice? This is not religion. This is not, are you a Christian? Are you Jewish? Are you Hindu? This is not that. This is, are you spiritually growing? Spiritually growing to me means, are you inner awakening yourself? Are you opening yourself up to where your heart can all of a sudden express itself, and your concentration and your inner wisdom is being able to open up to where you see beyond yourself. Inner wisdom is, focusing on spirit, focus on in spirit, your light of who you are, the brilliance of who you are. So what are you doing to spiritually go on a scale of 1 to 8? 1 to 10. Are you spiritually growing for yourself and as a couple? So what I want you to do is rate yourself in all these areas. And remember, if it's a 0 to 4, the relationship needs a lot of work, possibly on the way out. If it's a 4 to 6, the relationship is it's just too comfortable. And if it's a 7, 8, 9, or 10, keep working. You're doing a great job. You have a thriving relationship to where you have the possibility of having an infinitely amazing, unconditional love life. So what I'd like for you to do is, if you haven't seen the videos before, go check out the videos of stability and spontaneity, special and love, creativity, and personal growth. What I'd like for you to do right now is click like and share this video so the people that you love can start creating an infinitely loving relationship as well. And if you have any comments, please leave a comment. As always, be bright, be beaming, be beautiful, and most important, be you. Now go out there and live a life to love.